So good morning, everybody. Uh, let me wish everybody a happy Dasera, and this is auspicious day. Let us begin with a new activity. This is a new thing. This is a new webinar series which we have started. Let me introduce myself. My name is Himanshu Chetnis. I have been in the exhibition industry for 30 plus years. It's a very exciting industry, and we have been working in this industry when it was almost just the beginning of the industry. In fact, Ravinder has been there, I think, more years than me. And we wanted to tell the younger generation that how this industry works, what is the potential, how you can get in here, and one should look at this as also as a career. Of course, people do get into many more activities, but exhibition has a lot of exciting activities which can be done. So the beginning of this particular webinar, let me first introduce you to our speaker, Mr. Ravinder Sethi, who is a veteran in this industry, has been in this industry for 30 plus years, and has been in logistics, exhibition logistics. He is the pioneer in this industry. His background is masters in business economics, and then got into this industry. Ravinder is also the founder member of the Indian exhibition industry. He is the board member of UFI, which is the international exhibition industry, and he has been with the other associations, and he is doing this business for many, many years. So let us understand from Ravinder. Ravinder, see, we have been working this. It has been a great experience to be in this industry. So let us hear from you. What do you feel? How you got in, and was it like an accident? How I got in? My entry into exhibition was totally an accident. So how did you get in, and how did you start?
Right.
Let us, yeah.
भाई हिमांशु, थैंक यू सो मच। पहले तो आपको हिमांशु बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो। आपने ये जो इनिशिएटिव लिया है, आई थिंक इट इज रियली फिनोमिनल। I don't think anybody really has done this.
Yeah.
We in all our associations we have these youth programs and we have these youth membership के 10 रुपए लो और member बन जाओ, which is great. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But to actually take this initiative and bring in youngsters straight out of college, or probably still in college, and give them a sneak preview of our industry, this is the first. Really, heartiest congratulations to you for that. And okay, let me tell you, Himanshu is very kind. He's spoken some nice words about me. I was actually मैं आपको थोड़ी सी जल्दी से हिस्ट्री बताता हूँ. I'm a product of the Indian Foreign Service. My father was a diplomat, so my early life was roaming around all over the world. I was born in Cairo, studied in the US, high school product. Hindu College में economics honors की थी 75 में. फिर see, I gave my age away. Then I did my masters in business economics. And what did I want to do? I'll tell you. I wanted, उन दिनों होता था यार, वो मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनी बनना है DCM में या हिंदुस्तान लीवर में, और that is it. I didn't want to get into the services because all my life I'd been, roaming all over the world because of that. So that was my dream, right?
Yeah.
But then, along with it, probably because many people now even say I've got the gift of the gap, I also wanted to be a professor.
Oh.
I wanted to be a teacher. Okay, so here I was, because of personal reasons. My father was retiring. One of my sisters was not married. She's not happily married. So I took upon myself as a family responsibility. कि नहीं यार, ये professorship नहीं करनी, नौकरी करनी है, because my father was due to retire. I'm proud of a joint family. He's no more now. So I gave up my dream of being a lecturer or professor. That was my dream. And I opted into the second line of my option, ke DCM या Hindustan Lever में. But before I got into this after my masters, I said, यार थोड़ी मस्ती मारते हैं. So, hey, you're all students, huh? You're not supposed to You're not supposed to do what I did, okay? Masti mar. So what I did was I took up a job in a company. I'll name the name, Cox and Kings. They were at that time they were a foreign company, amazing travel agency, and they also had an imports department. और उस वक्त अब 14 नवंबर नजदीक आ रहा है, आपको सबको मालूम है इंडिया इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड फेयर होता है, तो कॉक्स एंड किंग्स बहुत ही वो करता था, इंपोर्ट करता था ट्रेड फेयर के लिए फ्रॉम ईस्टर्न यूरोपियन कंट्रीज. As part of my training, I joined in 1977. So my boss, Mr. Thomas, threw me in the imports department. कि रविंदर यार किसी को काम उनको शायद मदद चाहिए होगी तो पहले वहां चला. I entered और मेरे जो I was a blue-eyed boy because I actually came in through A.F. Ferguson. I came through a selection process. So I came through a selection process. There were about 2,000 candidates. I don't know why they selected me. अच्छा जब आप join करते हो ना, you had these old hands, and they don't like these little youngsters who come in. उनको पता ही है कि एक साल में ये मेरा boss बन जाएगा, तो they grilled me. Now, students who are listening, you must listen to this. So they grilled me. और मैं भी चुपचाप करके ग्रिल करता था, एयरपोर्ट जाता था, पसीनों में काम करता था, करंट we became the best of friends. And I got into the exhibition business, if you notice, India International Trade Fair. और तब से वो कहते हैं ना, वो प्यार लग गया, लगन लग गया. But I got into exhibition. So here I was, I wanted to be a professor, right? Second option was I wanted to be a high-fly executive in
Levers.
Yeah. And here I am, moving boxes.
So it is. I won't call it a accidental. I mean, you chose to be there. I mean, end of the day.
Yeah. No, I'm saying is that what you dream of doing and what you actually do is in many ways destiny.
True. True.
So
Very true.
when all of you are students and you all have dreams, then go for them. Okay. Don't let me discourage you. कि यार वो रविंद्र सेठी आए थे, मैं तो डॉक्टर बनना चाहता हूँ, वो कहते नहीं है डॉक्टर मत बन, तू ना वो कर, तू एक वो रिटेल में चला जा. No, go for your dreams. My circumstances were such, Himanshu, that's what I'm saying. I could have been a professor.
Okay.
Right? But my circumstances I chose, and if you do it with your heart, whatever you do, you will succeed.
Right? Absolutely.
So I got into exhibition work, right? And then I worked in a few companies. I was in eminent freight forwarding companies. And I come from a very proud middle class family, and I'm so proud of that word, middle class family. I'm proud of it even today. And when I got up and I started doing, and then destiny, and this is another story, I met these people from the UK. They had a faith in me. They wanted to set up a company. 100% trust tha. उन्होंने मुझे नाम दे दिया. And in 1986, my wife and I, we started business with some confirmed business of this company, and we set up R.E. Rogers India Private Limited, right? So two things. Let me, to all my audience over here, पहले मैं इसमें आना नहीं चाहता था, प्रोफेसर हो आ गया. अरे business? क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? I'm coming from a proud middle class family, no business experience, nothing, right? And destiny had me into that. Yeah. And we got into this industry. And this is where I come to really where we are today and where we led on. And I'll share some of the instances of my life with the story, with the story. So got into exhibition logistics.
Okay.
You notice 1977 में जब शुरुआत की थी, तो India International Trade Fair was what brought me in. So exhibition logistics, for those who don't know logistics क्या है, मैं एक बात बताऊं. जब मेरे को business जब शुरू करना था ना, तो business तो R.E. Rogers is a gentleman, he's passed away also. He says, Ravinder, I want you to become the biggest logistics magnate of India. I said, yes, Bob, of course. तो मैं घर जाके ना मैंने डिक्शनरी खोली. यार ये डिक्शनरी, ये logistics होता क्या है? So logistics is basically, in a layman's word, वो कहते हैं ना भाई बक्से बक्से उठाते हैं हम। जो आप एग्जीबिशन के लिए जाते हो, आप एग्जिबिट्स देखते हो, तो हम क्या करते हैं, my team, my company, we take the appointment from the organizers, and we bring in the exhibits from around the world through multimodal transportation and customs clearances by sea, by air. जर्मनी से आ रहा है, फ्रांस से आ रहा है, जापान से, चाइना से, यूएसए से, सारे सब एक एग्जीबिशन के लिए क्लियरेंसेस करके फिर एग्जीबिशन ग्राउंड में लाके उनको अनपैक करके आपको डिस्प्ले कर देते हो। तो जब आप सब लोग जाते हो एक कोई इंटरनेशनल एग्जीबिशन देखने जाते हो या इवन लोकल एग्जीबिशन, आप कहते हो यार ये सामान तो, माय गॉड, दिस इज कम फ्रॉम टिम्बकटू, and the next one, this has come from Tokyo and this has come from South Africa. ये आया कैसे होगा? Well, I'm one of the guys for my team. So this is what we got into a very specialized area of logistics. Now, I had a bigger vision also for the industry, for the Indian industry. And in this, I said, no. यार भगवान ने दिमाग दिया हुआ है, right? Education मेरे फादर साहब ने मुझे दिलवाई है, तो क्यों ना इसको मैं एक्सपेंड करूं, अपने लॉजिस्टिक्स में क्यों मैं करता रहूं? So I start, and India was very badly looked at in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about late 1980s, early 90s. And I used to start attending seminars, and I used to go there and I used to rant and, Bharat, ye, wo, be on the defensive. So I started looking after the interests of the industry. And Himanshu, now this is where you and I also started interacting.
Absolutely.
आपकी शुरुआत जो इलेक्ट्रामा के दिन थे,
Yeah.
You mentioned I was the founder of the Indian Exhibition Industry Association, one of the founders.
Yeah.
So here I took an initiative along with others, some others, कि ऑर्गेनाइजर होता है एक इंडस्ट्री में। अब देखो मैं बच्चों को दिखा रहा हूँ कि हम तो लॉजिस्टिक्स वाले हैं ना, हम तो खाली एक पोर्शन है, हम तो कुली हैं, वेरी प्राउड कुलीज। फिर वो जो स्टैंड डिजाइन और स्टैंड्स बनाते हैं वो भी स्पेशलाइज्ड है, दैट इज अ सेक्टर। बट देन जिस वो हॉल में हो, चाहे प्रगति मैदान में हो, चाहे ग्रेटर नोएडा में हो, आप सब गए होगे, एग्जीबिशंस देखते होगे, या बॉम्बे एग्जीबिशन सेंटर में, बेंगलोर के भी हो, BIC, तो वो वेन्यू है। फिर वो ऑर्गेनाइजर है, कहता है यार मैं ना एक एग्जीबिशन करनी है। एग्जीबिशन है क्या? एग्जीबिशन एक बायर सेलर मीट है, वो लैंडलॉर्ड है, वो एक थोड़ी सी वो जमीन लेता है, राइट, BIC में या प्रगति मैदान में, वो जमीन लेके फिर उसको काट पीट कर देता है। फिर वो जस्ट डिपेंड्स ऑन द प्रोडक्ट, इफ इट इज कम्युनिकेशन, वो फोन वालों के वो लाके सबको लाता है, आओ भाई तुसी इत्थे बैठो, इत्थे बैठो, इत्थे बैठो, हुण तुसी माल बेचो अपना, राइट। फिर कहता है यार ये माल कैसे बेचेंगे? फिर वो एडवर्टाइज करता है कि भाई बाहर भी तो आए हैं, राइट। तो ये सेलर बैठे हुए हैं, उसके वो लैंडलॉर्ड है ना, वो टेनेंट है ये इसके एग्जीबिशन। बट guys, don't get me wrong, I'm making it sound so simple, but I love doing this. It's a layman's language. The organizer landlord है, अपने tenants को देख रहा है, वो बिक्री कर रहे हैं, वो खरीदने आ रहे हैं, 3 दिन का खेल होता है, खत्म हो जाता है। फिर वो कहते हैं चल भाई रविंद्र सेठी आ, उठ चल सामान चुका सब था, उठाओ और उसको भेज दे। But फिर वो, so this is an exhibition. Now I come to the industry itself and giving it recognition. So I got into a macro level of promoting our industry. We formed the Indian Exhibition Industry Association. I started taking part in international events, promoted India, gave it the right color, and took a lot of knowledge from the international community, mind you. यानी कि we were nowhere in this industry, ना?
True. Very true.
Specialization तो वेस्ट में है, exhibition शुरुआत कहाँ हुई थी? Exhibition जो real technical words में शुरुआत हुई थी जर्मनी में।
Germany, yeah.
200 साल पहले जब when the messes started doing, UK में हुई थी। So that is where the real thing happened. So mind you, I'll have to tell this story also. It is said that the first so-called exhibition, one exhibition, was actually in India.
Yeah.
बताऊं कहाँ पे? हिमांशु, शायद आपको भी नहीं मालूम होगा कि शायद मालूम होगा। राजस्थान में पुष्कर मेला लगता है कैमल्स का।
Yes.
अब कैमल्स का जो पुष्कर का मेला, वो क्या होता है? वो जो पटवारी है वो एक जमीन होती है उसके पास, वो डिवाइड कर देता है। जो कैमल्स होते हैं, कैमल ओनर्स होते हैं फ्रॉम अराउंड राजस्थान,
Yeah.
उनको वो जगह वो बेच देता है, वो अपने कैमल्स लाते हैं, फिर बाहर आते हैं. Concept is same. So if you
Yeah.
really look at it, traditionally India was the first country which did exhibitions, but of course that is just in jest. So all the knowledge of the West, to the best of my ability, along with others, brought them into India.
Yeah.
And we made the Indian exhibition industry into a more formal uh, uh, industry, which is why in today's date, our industry is so relevant. And this is why you as students should know the importance of it. That ये कोई ऐसे ऐरी गैरी industry नहीं है,
Yeah.
and आपको कि why should I go to an exhibition to फायदा क्या है इसका? Statistics have proven that in terms of the economy's growth, in terms of buying and selling, economy की growth क्या होती है? Buying and selling ही होती है ना? Exhibitions are the percentage-wise the biggest catalyst for economic growth. Many
Absolutely.
people don't know that. They think
In fact, I would like to make a mention. I'm sorry to interrupt in
I want to
between.
hear from you. Yeah, you're a guru.
No, I'm not a guru, but I just want to talk about this. See, people have to understand, and these youngsters have to know, this is the only medium where you have a one-on-one discussion with your customer.
Absolutely.
This is the only medium of advertising. This is exhibitions is nothing but one way of advertising, one way of promoting your product. Now,
Yeah.
when you promote, this is where your customer comes onto your stall and you talk to him one-on-one, which is not allowed in newspaper advertising, television advertising, direct mailers, any other mode of communication what you have. It's just not possible, but it is possible in this particular medium, and therefore it is so important. Also, while you talking about, you said we are the coolies of the industry, sophisticated coolies or whatever you called yourself. But one thing I wanted to tell, and the purpose of starting this, see, as organizers, I have always been on the organizer side. So as organizers, people see us because that is the end product what they see. But behind the scene, when you work with those forklifts, and when you work with that crane which is coming in, and those heavy machines coming in, and I know the amount of expertise and the amount of efforts you put in to put that exhibit there, without which that exhibition can't be a successful product. That is what is this exhibition. So a purpose of bringing in other people of the industry was this, that they should know behind the scene, these are the people. It's like a picture banti hai, Amitabh Bachchan ji hai, Shahrukh ji dikhte hai samne, but behind the scene how many people who work and make that thing happen, that is more important. So you guys, without you, if there are no exhibits, there is no exhibition, and you bring in those exhibits.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, you carry on. Yeah.
I've got a question from Seema. She's saying that, do we need any specialization to get into the logistics company, or any specific skills we need to possess? Seema, I've actually, I've given you my own example, and I've answered you that I wanted to be a professor, right? I wanted to be a professor. Then I wanted to be this cool guy who was a marketing guy in DCM and Hindustan Lever in those days, before you were born, I'm sure, 100%, much before you were born. And then I ended up getting into the logistics business of exhibition. And also there are many others who have similar stories. Himanshu has his own story. So now, having said that, there are now institutions, some global institutions, where trainings are available. Some of these associations, including the Indian Exhibition Industry Association, where we set programs. So you can peek into this industry in a professional, in a more, if I may use the word, professional manner also. If I'm not mistaken, there is an institute in Germany, in Cologne, which is like a university for events, private events, but that is at a very advanced level. That is for people like old hats like me who want more, get into more specialization. So मैं तो सच में अगर मैं दिल से बात करूं तो, you know, if you want to get into this industry tomorrow, you must have one thing which you go into. Or Himanshu touched on that. Our industry is face to face. Our industry is a handshake. Our industry is a buyer and a seller meeting and talking, right? What does that mean? It means you don't just talk from here, you talk also from here.
Yeah.
और ये बात सच्ची है कि जो जो सक्सेसफुल हुए हैं हमारी इंडस्ट्री में, चाहे वो ऑर्गेनाइजर हों, चाहे वो वेन्यूज हों, चाहे लॉजिस्टिक्स के लोग हों, this has to first come from the heart. This is my personal opinion. Now you will turn around and say, यार ये क्या बोल रहे हैं ये, ये तो हर एक चीज का है ये, well, okay, yeah, हर एक चीज का भी है, but you become a nuclear scientist, and I bless you. I wish you would, also, right? Now, a nuclear scientist has to love his job, of course, but he doesn't have to show a personal passion to people. He has to show his personal passion to technology around him. So that is the distinction. I'm firmly of the opinion that in our industry, we need to be interested in it more from the heart rather than the mind.
Very true. Very true.
Well, again, Dr. Patel is asking if I have any special course on exhibition. Well, I've just answered that. Himanshu, after this whole session, I will dig into my archives and then you can share it.
Sure. In fact, some of these questions can be asked when at the end of the.
No, I will keep looking at the chat, and so I'll keep talking. I don't want to.
But Ravinder, the great idea are from this. I mean, anyway, there is always a thought, and that has been there with me, that though there are people who are learning exhibitions or taking training from the institutes, but they are the people within the industry who take training. As you said, that this institute in Cologne, which is there, they are teaching
from within the industry.
Yeah, within the industry. Whereas the option which we will start, in fact, I am coming on to that at a later stage, that we will try and train people to get into the exhibition industry in India.
Yeah.
And exhibition industry is just not an exhibition organizer. As I said, that there is logistics is one part, exhibition setup is another part, registration is third part. I have never heard somebody saying, I want to go and join Pragati Maidan. I want to go and join NESCO.
Yeah.
I want to go and join BIEC.
Very true.
Everybody wants to go and join Messe Dusseldorf, Messe Hanover, Messe Frankfurt, UBM. I mean, these are the companies they want to join in, but nobody wants to get into Ari Rogers and learn. Okay, Ari Rogers is, though you said coolies, they are not coolies. I mean, they are doing a fantastic job. I mean, some of the activities of custom clearances and the ATA Carne, it's a specialized work.
Very, very specialized. Yeah.
So when you do that kind of work, you need to have certain knowledge. You need to have certain dedication. It doesn't just happen like that. I've seen your team. I mean, you have been a mentor for many of your guys like Sudhir or Karthik or these people. I've seen when they worked with you. They worked as they were kids. Karthik was a kid when I met him.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, as I was a kid joining exhibitions in way back in 80s, mid 80s. Similarly, they became so specialized that one could go to them saying that, okay, Karthik, I want to get this thing done, and he would talk. Okay, it was Greek and Latin for me then, but they would say that, okay, I will clear this form. I remember those octroi hassles of our forms at absolutely. So,
mind blowing.
So we have gone through all these Stone Age activities, but people have learned, people have worked, and people have really made things industry grow at this level. We are a 24,000 crore turnover industry today.
Yeah.
Indian industry have recruits almost more than 110,000 people. I mean, and that is a direct employment. Look at the indirect employment which happens. I mean, you have carpenters, you have labor, you have other activities.
Not only that, I just want to tell the audience also
Yeah.
Manju, you're aware
Yeah.
that when an exhibition is held, it has a multiplier effect
Yes.
on the economy of the city and the state.
Yes.
Now, again, I come to the example of Germany. In
Yeah.
Germany, in all the major cities, you have these Messe Frankfurt, Munich, Dusseldorf, and you've got these huge exhibition centers which are half owned by the city, by the state,
Correct.
and half private. क्यों करते हैं? उनको मालूम है जब एक exhibition होती है, जैसे Interpack है, it's a 5,000-meter show. You know, you're going to have maybe about 200,000 people. So what do? Aha! They come for the exhibition? No, they stay in a hotel. What do? They go eat, right? They go on the taxis, they buy, they spend money, they will invest, right? So the multiplier effect on giving revenue to the city, there is a study which has been made कि कितनी उसकी आपको जो सिटी को बेनिफिट होता है. छोटा सा एग्जांपल देता हूं मैं आपको, और ये दिस ऑल आवर माय ऑडियंस विल आल्सो बी अवेयर कि आप सोचते होगे कि आपने सुना होगा आपके जी चाचा जी आ रहे हैं बॉम्बे से या दिल्ली से, दिल्ली में एग्जीबिशन हो रही है, यार होटल का कमरा ही नहीं मिल रहा, यू नो, अरे 1,000 का कमरा 10,000 का आ रहा है, 10,000 का कमरा 50,000 में आ रहा है. रेवेन्यू इज बीइंग जनरेटेड, राइट? कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, रेस्टोरेंट्स आर फुल, रिजर्वेशन नहीं मिल रही, बिकॉज बिकॉज दिस ह्यूज German exhibition Bauma is taking place in Delhi, or this huge, pharmaceutical, pharma का CPHI हो रहा है.
CPHI, हाँ.
So जब भी आप देखोगे किसी शहर में कुछ rates have gone up, right? You will know that there is an exhibition happening.
Absolutely.
So the multiplier effect of exhibitions is not just for those two, that buyer and the seller. Yeah. It goes into a huge, the taxi wala has got his, uski Diwali ho gayi hai, So it multiplied, flowers, the mithai wale, everything, restaurants.
The printing industry, Ravinder, the printing industry, how much of printing, I mean, if the exhibition like Electrama or exhibition like CPHI or Bauma, as you said, I mean, these are such large shows where people come in hordes. I mean, there are thousands and lakhs of people visiting. People run out of their flyers and visiting cards, and it's more than that than the fabricators. I mean, the amount of business fabricators do. So see, it is the whole city works on this particular, or city or the state, as you said. I mean, in Germany, I think most of their economies work on these particular.
देखो, best part ये है कि आप भी सोच रहे होगे, especially the youngsters who are listening to these two old men talking, sorry, one old man, यार तू तो अभी जवान है हिमांशु, यार ये बोली जा रहे हैं, तो यंगर जनरेशन के लिए क्या है? मैं इस चीज को मानता हूँ, and I've seen a bit of the world, and I say it with modesty, right? Yeah. This is one of the most challenging industries, in the world. And that is where, when I look at youngsters, the moment, if you get into it, even by mistake, प्रगति मैदान किसी बूथ पे आपको किसी ने, जो अभी भी लोग कहते हैं ना, यार, you come, तेरे को मैं 200 रुपए दिन का दे दूंगा, खाना भी खिलाऊंगा, तुम, you enter, you will not get away. It is so challenging.
Correct.
It's so challenging, and that is a natural. There's something. There is a magnet about this industry, which pulls us all.
So would you recommend this as a career for these younger generation?
1,000%, of course I would. 100%.
And see, you have seen the exhibition industry from its nascent stage. I would say it was just the beginning when we started, both of us. And today, yes, we have reached somewhere. We have most of the messes are here. A lot of private organizers.
There are more opportunities now.
There are
much more opportunities. Maybe 30, 35 years ago, when you and I started before you.
Yeah.
I would, if somebody was to say, do you recommend it to a youngster? I would say, yeah, there are सोच ले. कोई अगर हिंदुस्तान लीवर में काम है तो पहले वो भी चेक कर ले ये वो. But today, our industry, and I'll be very India specific, the opportunities have become so much, you'll say, "Bhai, ye kaise hui hai? Ye opportunities kaise hui hai?" Right? Why are you saying ekdam? Because the growth of the economy and the opening up of the economy is in correlation with the exhibition industry. अगर exhibition industry 8% grow कर रही है, it means the economy has grown by 8% also. Right? And today we are lucky in India. Leave aside the last 6 months. I don't want to talk about it. Right? This is just a temporary phenomenon. Temporary.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
it's a
would,
phase.
I would
It's a
request
phase we are
all of
going
you
through.
also. ये पिछले 6 महीनों को सोचो मत. ये तुरंत भगवान बैठे हुए हैं, देखो क्या हो रहा है. तो इकोनॉमी हमारी इतनी ग्रो हो रही है. We have opened up so much. Exhibition industry को देख लो. 20 साल 25 साल पहले you couldn't invest, you foreign organizer couldn't invest, couldn't form 100
Yeah,
an Indian
oh no,
company.
yeah.
Restrictions कितनी थे. आप खुद देख लो, iPhone आज निकला है, you know, आज निकला और कल किसी के पास हाथ में है. कहाँ
Yeah.
होता था?
Yeah.
आप किसी अपने डिस्टेंट कजन को पूछोगे, यार तू अगली बारी आएगा अमेरिका से ना, मेरे लिए वो छोटा सा वो ना वो ले आना, कैलकुलेटर ले आना, फिर छोटा सा वो फोन ले आना, फिर वो बड़ा एक मोटरोला का ले आना फोन. यार कहाँ यार, यू नो. फिर कस्टम वालों से पूछो, यार नहीं यार ये तो पुराना है, ये वो है, ये अरे क्या, अब आप जाओ नेहरू प्लेस जाओ,
Yeah.
या किसी बाजार में जाओ, go across the table and you know buy genuine stuff. Very
Absolutely.
crude layman's example. So when the economy is opening up, exhibitions will be opening up more. That is why today there are more and more global organizers who are in the game, and they are providing opportunities. They're providing job opportunities. They're providing career opportunities. कितने खुल गए हिमांशु. जब शुरू दिन में एक होता था, I think it was उनकी विंग होती थी डुसलडॉर्फ की, मैसे डुसलडॉर्फ की.
Correct.
Oh,
We had that Sidex then.
Oh,
You know,
Sidex.
they were not even full-fledged.
yeah.
I mean, two of them had joined hands and that was started.
Yeah.
If you remember those days,
I strongly recommend you, not just because of the passion, and you can see I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
You have opportunities. There are opportunities.
Yeah. You remember those Comdex days?
Yeah.
Comdex was one of the big shows, and we did it together. It was
with Balmon के साथ किया था.
With Balmon.
Very nice. Very nice.
So Ravinder, now suppose one wants to get into a company like a logistics company. If I suppose somebody who's there and he says that, okay, exhibitions, if I want to make my career in logistics, how does one even enter? How does one even I mean, what are the criteria and how does one get into it?
See, logistics, there are exhibition logistics is only one portion, and it's a very, very specialized portion.
True.
Then you've got general logistics, where you've got general forwarders. Then you've got those companies which are in special projects who don't deal only in huge rigging projects and plants, setting up of plants, import. In some case,
but we are talking only about exhibitions. We are talking only about, yeah.
I don't think that there is any school or anything, right? There's a lot of information available through our association, our industry association websites, through the memberships as to who they are. There are companies like ours, for example, whose prime focus on exhibition has been on exhibition logistics.
Yeah.
And that was a venture which I took, a risk I took, in 1986. और उस वक्त मैं बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात बताता हूँ. I love to tell this story, ना?
Yeah. Okay, go on.
जब हमने exhibition logistics का business शुरू किया, I was working had a wonderful job, गाड़ी वाड़ी दी हुई थी, and I still have a beautiful relationship with my company and the bosses, Continental Carriers. I don't mind. तो ये business शुरू किया, तो हमने कहा खाली exhibition logistics करेंगे. मेरे bosses ने बोला मुझे, मेरे बोरा साहब is no more my mentor. He says, बेटा तू और भी काम करना, खाली exhibition क्या होंदी है ने, 4 तो exhibition होंदी है ने. मैं कहा नहीं बोरा साहब, आएंगी. तो जब हम ऑफिस में बैठते थे ना तो हम अपना शो कैलेंडर बनाते थे, राइट? भाई इस नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ में कितने शोज हैं. सो टू मेक इट लुक गुड हम ना ट्रिपल स्पेस में एग्जीबिशंस के नाम डिटेल लिखते थे, यू नो, सो दैट द पेज विल लुक फुल. तो सेल्स के बता देते ना, कहते तो वी आर डूइंग दीज एग्जीबिशंस, यू नो. I come 30 years later for 1 year's program. We go into 5 pages.
I know.
Not single space. These are the exhibits. So some are, they're not all huge, but so my answer to you is that the business is so huge in this exhibition logistics also. Okay, it is not phenomenal as in general forwarding or special projects or we are into some other businesses also, by the way, you know, into defense projects, into entertainment, because the product is same, temporary import.
Okay.
I mean, these youngsters might be lovely to hear that, you know, we handle Justin Bieber, we handle Enrique, Justin Bieber, Bryan Adams, Rolling Stones. It's like exhibition cargo. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a huge scope, but again, there's no place where you can say, "Acha, bhai, exhibition logistics ka, I want to look at it as a career option. Let me Google and press, you know." Aisa nahi hai. But information is available.
So there is the place is there. I mean, you can join in. Okay, there is no specific way to join in, but yes, one can get in there, and we can, in fact, I has a website, but as I said that we need to. In fact, I'm going to start this activity of, if somebody wants to join in, then when one can guide them how they can.
Hey, Manchu, we've got a program in Indian Exhibition Industry Association. आप आफ्टर कल आप या आज ही आप निधि शर्मा हमारी जो एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर है, आप उनसे बात करो. वी हैव अ यूथ मेंबरशिप प्रोग्राम आल्सो, वेरी नॉमिनल. आई थिंक इट्स couple of ₹100 or something. All of them can just click in and become members. At least you get access to information.
Sure. Fair enough. So you have no regrets of getting into.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? No regrets, you know. But I'll tell you one person who doubted. मैं बताऊं एक story में?
हाँ, बताइए ना.
अच्छा, क्या हुआ कि नई शादी भी नई हुई थी. हाई फ्लाई जॉब था, गाड़ी कॉन्टिनेंटल कैरियर की गाड़ी दी हुई थी, वो सब कुछ छोड़ के आरी रॉजर्स यूके हैड अ ग्लॉसी ब्रोशर, यू नो. उन दिनों में ब्रोशर भी कहाँ मिलते थे. सो आई वेंट टू माय फादर इन लॉ and my mother-in-law to take their blessing कि I'm going to dump my job, don't worry, आपकी बेटी का ख्याल रखेंगे, you know, ये बिजनेस शुरू कर रहे हैं, ये देखो पापा, ये बड़े, you know, बड़ा, they were thrilled. यार हमारा son-in-law आरी रॉजर्स, नाम भी ऐसा, you know, मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में ये बिजनेस शुरू कर रहे हैं, राइट. अच्छा, ये 1986 की बात है. वहाँ फोर्कलिफ्ट मेरे ख्याल सारी दिल्ली में 2 होती थी, हमारे पास भी नहीं होती थी. आजकल तो वी आर मैकेनाइज्ड. आई मीन, if you see my company itself, you know, we've got maybe 20 forklift cranes. We're all high tech.
Yeah.
So I'm coming back to say we're more than coolies. Yeah. So everything. उन दिनों कुछ नहीं होता था. And I'm a hands-on man, and you know it, Himanshu.
Yes.
I love, even now, I love to be with my workers. I'll be with them. I've got a forklift driver का license भी है मेरे पास. और बात है, रात को बुखारा में भी खाएंगे खाना. But मुझे मजा आता है. तो ये 88-87 की बात है, नया बिजनेस था. तो मैं फादर इन लॉ वन डे सेड, कम लेट्स गो टू प्रगति मैदान, देखते हैं बेटे का नया काम है, क्या कर रहे हैं. उन दिनों एक 20 टन की मशीन हम प्रगति मैदान में एक हॉल के अंदर लेके जा रहे थे, 14 नंबर में. तो मैं अपने वर्कर्स के साथ पसीने छूटे हुए, निक्कर पहनी हुई, टी शर्ट, दिस इज आवर, बाय द वे, आवर लोगो, कॉर्पोरेट. तो मैं ना वो सरिये के साथ अपने वर्कर के साथ रोलर्स लगा के दबा के ये मशीन कर रहा था अंदर. So my father-in-law came, and I think he didn't sleep for 3 nights. Then he told my daughter, he says, I'm very worried. Your logistics काम है. I'm wondering I hope everything is okay. My son-in-law is a worker. ये कौन सा business है? Then she put him at rest. But I don't think he still understands, you know. So I'm actually, I love that telling this story, and others many. But I'm saying we didn't start off with, you know, with a silver spoon in our mouth. We struggled. It wasn't easy. वो बोला था ना exhibitions कितनी होती थी 4 space में हमें लिखना पड़ता था. And we took it up ourselves. We will become market leaders. So it was a huge challenge. So it was not easy. But to answer your question, no regrets. And the best part is I could keep on to my passion about being a professor because I give many lectures. भाई पढ़ा लिखा हूँ, you know. कुल्ली हूँ पर I've done my master's from the Delhi School of Economics. So I've been able to get the best of that also.
Yeah.
No regrets at all. Zero regrets.
Fantastic.
I don't know about my father-in-law, but
no, but obviously the daughter is happy, so I don't think father-in-law will have any objection now.
No, I just meant it as a. I gave an example. People will say, "Yeah, did you see?" I didn't come with the, you know, family businesses or monies, and so it was a very nice struggle. I'm not saying that it was an unpleasant struggle, but it didn't come on my lap. I was blessed that there was somebody who had a trust in me, you know, somebody like Ari Rogers. तो वो ट्रस्ट ही था ना, उन्होंने अपनी कंपनी का नाम दिया, थोड़ा सा काम दिया, उसको डेवलप करना तो फिर हमारा रोल था ना. बिल्कुल. And then to take that risk to remain only specialized in exhibition logistics. But then, as I said, in the last 7-8 years, we diversified into other businesses also.
So great. So I think this is a great information about this particular industry, what you have given, and people should look at this as a career. And so this is the first of its the series which we are starting, and this is the first one. And with you as a speaker, a great orator, great friend, experienced man, veteran of the industry. So it was a great thing to talk to you, Ravinder. And I think the next ones which we will do, that will also be as exciting and great. In fact, next week we have Mr. Binu of Meroform, which is a company does fabrication and stalls and.
You know, I know who the speakers are. Maybe I can let them know.
Yeah.
Binu, you remember I was telling you about we are the freight forwarders, right? Then those who do the stands and the fabrications, that is Binu.
Yeah.
All right. And then you've got Bala from BIEC, Bangalore International Exhibition Center. Yeah. Bala is the venue, the exhibition. And then you've got Sonia, who's the organizer.
Correct.
You know, Malik wahi hai actually, you know. Well, Sonia was a dear friend of ours. मैं तो उसको बोलता हूँ वो तो मालकिन है वो, you know.
In fact, even Sonia, I remember when I saw her I was an executive, and Sonia also got in then with Indo-German Chambers. And we worked together, and she used to bring in a lot of German participation. Absolutely. Today she is the managing director of Nuremberg Messe, and she's also the Deputy Director General of Indo-German Chambers. So see her growth as well. So we have these veterans. Yeah, very true. So it was a great experience, Ravinder. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. And I think I wished everybody, but let me wish everybody once again a happy Dussehra. And we all would definitely look forward to you all joining for all our next webinars. And we will stay in touch. There is any information which you require, you can always send us a question, and we will be able to take it through. I will, in fact, request Ravinder and ask his answers and send it across to you. We will have a small questionnaire post this webinar, so spare some time and answer those as well. So Ravinder, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Himanshu. Thank you.
And have a great festival, and let us keep in touch. Yeah.
And thank you. My one thing, I know I'm not really. We're in some times which are, believe me, which are temporary. But while we are still in this time, please, I humbly request you, please stay safe.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye.